Good evening, everybody. It's John. Today we're going to pick a different subject to talk about. Look, vegans, I still got all my hair. Look how dark it is. I think it's from eating meat. Would you believe I'm going to be 59 years old? Well, today I'd like to talk about a different subject. I like to talk about the relationships of people in general, between the races, between the sexes, between young and old, man and woman, man and man, woman and woman. Let's run it all down the line. Well, for the first thing we have is a lot of women seem disturbed about men going their own way. And somehow this movement has been a part of labeled as part of the male supremacist ideology. And me, being a thinking man, is to be a male supremacist, you would be attempting to dominate a female, which means you would try to interact and force her to your will. Right? That's the definition of being a supremacist, forcing others to be under your will. Well, if they're telling you that they're going to leave you alone and go live their own life and they're free to do as they please, just leave us alone, that's really the opposite of being a supremacist, isn't it? But a lot of people can't read between the lines anymore. What they're doing to you all. I've been on this earth for 59 years. And let's just say I learned a lot of things. Now, the second part of that is you're going to see this passport bros movement. A lot of ladies are irate about this. But then ladies, what men are seeing, you're irate all the time. So they don't want to be bothered with you. Basically, you're telling these men if they're not in the 1%, they're not shit. Don't even try to talk to you. Don't approach us. So what men do, what most men do, if you're not treated in your country equal, and you're disrespected, and you are oppressed, let me tell you, if you're in a marriage and in the United States and a Western woman says you did something wrong, whether you did it or not, you're going to be punished. They'll put you in a virtual prison. All right? There's some men out there that got put in this virtual prison, and then there's people in an actual prison for murder, burglary, or a real harsh felony. They will have the ability to see their kids more often than a male subject to family court. That's how fucked up it is. 33% of married men unwittingly are raising kids that aren't theirs. 33% in the study. What man in their right mind would want to marry a Western woman under these conditions? I know there's good women out there. I know a few. Like I said, a few. And I know a lot of bad ones. They'll lie, cheat, and steal. And when they get caught, well, they're not accountable for that. It was caused by the nearest male insert name. I don't think this country is going to last too long without some kind of civil uprising. And the reason why I say that is because you got like 7 million men who just given up. You know, prime working age. They just said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit there and try to achieve the American dream when another person could just take it away so easily and at will. That's not freedom, that's oppression. I think to straighten this all out, abolish family court. And I'm not saying let men get away with beating up their wife or being a drunk or hurting their children. No, that's criminal activity. They should go to jail for that, period. And the woman should be granted a divorce. We don't need family court coming in and every single incident you're telling me the man is wrong all the time. 99% of the time the man is always the culprit. Yet meanwhile, married men are raising children that are not theirs at a rate of 33%. And then you're going to tell me that women cause no problem in the marriage? The numbers aren't adding up. By 2030, around 50% of Western women, it'll probably be more as the trend keeps escalating, will be unmarried with no children and probably no possibility of finding a partner that measures up to their standards. There's just not enough 1% men to go around, ladies. That's just it. And a lot of yous aren't 1% quality women. And you're just going to have to face the facts. And I don't want adult women teaching this garbage to my daughter. Then, of course, we have men who think that they, to keep a woman, they just basically have to destroy their own character and suppress their own free will and their free thought and basically mold themselves into what the woman wants him to say. Adopt her policies, adopt her politics. And basically what men are doing to get married now, they're giving up their free will. Ask a woman to give up her free will to a man and see what answer you get. It goes both ways. It's either the same way for both or it's nothing. And men are opted out for nothing. When you got 7 million able-bodied men aged 25 to 54 that are not content with their current condition, let something wrong happen and you trigger those 7.2 million men to finally be fed up with it all, and they're going to go out looking for their pound of flesh. And they will not stop until they have it. And I'm not going to be around when that starts. And on that, I'm out of here.